We have 5 more young ladies to get to know, and we'll do just that right now as we continue our interview competition with you, Miss Switzerland. Miss Switzerland speaks English. She is Evelyn Nicole Glansman. She's 21, and she was a computer operator, but now being Miss Switzerland is a full-time job, isn't it?
Yes, it's a full-time job, and I love it very much.
What are some of your duties as Miss Switzerland?
I have to do lots of representing stuff. I do modelings, I do lots of, I work for photographers and I work for big companies. I do press conferences for them, and I traveled around the world.
Now, there are probably many young ladies watching who would like one day to be contestants in our pageant. Why don't you just tell them in English what to expect? What advice would you have for them?
I don't understand you. What do you mean?
I mean that if a young lady is watching our show now and she thinks she would like to be here as a contestant someday, what advice would you give her? What would you tell her to do in order to become a contestant?
I would to tell her if she becomes a contestant on the Miss Universe pageant, she has to enjoy this big experience because it's a very, very big experience and it's great to be here.
It is, and Miss Zaire would tell you to eat your manioco. And thank you, Miss Switzerland. Miss Venezuela would like to have an interpreter. She is Barbara Palacios Pede. She's 22. She lives in Caracas, and she would like an interpreter. And she is an account executive for an advertising agency. Now that is interesting. Ask her if she, without mentioning any products, if she has seen commercials from the United States.
Eres ejecutiva de cuentas para una compañía de publicidad. Eso es muy interesante. Sin mencionar nombres, por favor dime si has visto algunos comerciales norteamericanos.
Sí, en nuestro país, principalmente en la agencia de publicidad donde trabajo, destinamos algunos días para conversar sobre comerciales de Estados Unidos, por supuesto, sí los he visto.
Yes, in my country, especially in the advertising agency that I work for, we do set some days aside to speak about commercials, and yes, I have seen them.
Good. Then ask her if she were making a commercial to sell the idea of Panama to people in the United States, you know, to visit, what would she put in her commercial?
Si fueses a formular un comercial para venderle a los extranjeros Panamá, ¿qué cosa incluirías en tu comercial?
Pienso que hay que resaltar muchísimo la gran labor que hacen los panameños cuando tienen gente en su tierra, como en nuestro caso, nosotras las Misses. Pienso que hay que resaltar en todo momento que no solamente tienen tierras hermosas, sino que los panameños son gente muy bella, gente que siempre ofrece mucho calor. Pienso que está muy exacto ese eslogan que dice, mi nombre es Panamá.
Now, obviously, she did a good job. And I want you to repeat every word.
Very good. I would like to say that the Panamanians are people who have worked very hard for us young ladies here, the Miss Universe contestants. But besides that, the Panamanian are very warm people, and they have shown us that throughout the contest.
Yes, and in your commercial, of course, you would include the line, mi nombre es Panama.
Of course.
Yes, thank you, Miss Venezuela. Miss Poland, please, and an interpreter, please, for Miss Poland. And she is Brigida Djukevich. She's 21. She lives in Warsaw. She's a student. And what is she studying? Would you move in nice and close to me, please? What is she studying?
Co studiujesz? Jestem studentką Akademii Muzycznej, studiuję Wydział Wokalno-Aktorski.
She's studying music, and she's going to be opera singing.
Oh, she wants to become an opera singer?
Yes.
An opera singer?
Yes.
Now, wait a minute. Do we need her? Yes, I think we do. Now, you stay with us. I read in her bio that she's going to Chicago. Ask her why, please.
Dlaczego jedziesz do Chicago?
Chciałabym się najpierw dowiedzieć, jak się pan dowiedział o tym.
I would like to find out how you find about it.
She'd like to know how I knew she's going to Chicago. Well, tell her that when she filled out her biography for us, that she included a trip to Chicago, and I've seen that.
Napisałaś o tym w swojej biografii.
Dostałam zaproszenie do jednego z klubów w Chicago. Będę tam śpiewać.
I have been invited to one of Chicago clubs to sing.
To sing? Very good. Ask her if she's heard of the Chicago Bears.
Czy słyszałaś o Chicago Bears?
Nie wiem co to jest.
Tell her they're big and they're scary. And if she doesn't believe me, ask the New England Patriots. Any of them will tell her.
Są wielkie, duże niedźwiedzie i są bardzo przerażające.
To bardzo się boję, chyba nie pojadę.
I'm not sure if I will go to Chicago.
Oh no, you go on to Chicago. You by all means you go. Thank you, Miss Poland. Chicago will love her. They have a huge Polish community. Miss Finland, please, and she too will have an interpreter. She is Tula Poldi. She's 20. She lives in Lapua. And Miss Finland is a full-time job for her. Would you ask her what she's been doing, please, as Miss Finland?
Mitä olet tehnyt Miss Suomena?
I was being a model, and then liikkeiden avajaisia.
She has worked various PR functions, opening stores and opening malls, shopping malls.
What does she plan to do when her reign is over?
Mitä tulet tekemään, kun aikaisemmin Suomena on ohi?
I continue my to model work, and maybe 1 year after that, and then I go to study.
Have you noticed her Finnish sounds very much like English, doesn't it? So different from yours. Ask her, she's been here for many weeks, ask her what she misses most.
Olet ollut täällä monta viikkoa. Mitä ikävöitset eniten?
I have 3 things what I miss most. One is sauna, and second is home food, and third is pizza.
Pizza?
Yes.
Oh, people from all over the world go to Finland for pizza. That's right. Thank you, Miss Finland.
Thank you.
And you, Miss Chile, please. And she would like to have an interpreter. She is Mariana Villasante, 23. She lives in Santiago. And she is an artist, a professional artist. Ask her what sort of work she does.
Eres artista profesional. ¿Qué tipo de obras haces?
Bueno, yo me especialicé en grabado. Es como las antiguas técnicas de impresión, litografía.
Well, I do etchings. I do the old techniques of etchings. It's a type of lithography.
Her chaperone told me that she has an exhibition coming up, and I am going to give her an opportunity for a worldwide commercial for her exhibit. Ask her when, where, and what she's showing.
Su chaperona me ha informado, digamos, que va a tener una exhibición dentro de poco. Si yo le diera a usted la oportunidad de hacer un comercial que se vería en todo el mundo, cuéntame qué pondrías en ese comercial, o sea, cómo sería la exhibición, qué tipo de obras harías y qué pondrías en el comercial para anunciarte.
De una. Bueno.
She's not going to have one, huh?
¿De mis obras hablan?
You're speaking about what my works of art would be, right?
I thought she was going to have an exhibit where she was going to sell all of her works of art.
Tenía entendido que vas a tener una exhibición en la cual vas a vender todas tus obras de arte, ¿cierto?
Bueno, espero venderlas, pero sí, voy a exponer en Santiago, en Concepción, la ciudad de Chile, el 28. Y voy a exponer todos mis trabajos que son especialmente caras de mujer.
There you are, and please bring pesos when you come, right?
No entendí.
She didn't understand you.
Well, neither did they, so let's forget it. Thank you, Miss Chile. if you have already decided on who our new Miss Universe will be, a reminder that we have 2 more competitions, evening gown and swimsuit, yet to come. And who knows, you just might change your mind.
Well, the interview competition is over, and the judges gave the highest score to Miss Venezuela, with Miss Poland second, and Miss USA third. You know, throughout this show, we're going to be showing you many of the things that make Panama both wonderful and unique. But unfortunately, we can't show you what has impressed all of us the most. And I'm talking about the warmth of the people here. Executives, technicians, contestants, everybody who has come here for this pageant, and some of them more than a month ago, will go home with a lot of souvenirs, but none of them more prized than the smiles and the friendships that they have received here. You know, the expression that you keep hearing here is, mi nombre es Panama. My name is Panama. Well, for all of us, the phrase has become, mi amigo es Panama. Gracias, Panama. Muchas gracias. And just ahead, our musical guest stars, Miami Sound Machine, after this word from